What's up guys, Gator with selftdev. Today we're going to be talking about Gemini Gems, what they are, how they work, and how to create them. So what are they? They are essentially just saved prompts. That's pretty much all they are. If there's anything you do in your personal life or at work where you use an LLM and you find yourself repeatedly having to enter a very similar prompt every time you talk to it, this is just a shortcut for that. There are a few predefined ones like Chess Champ, which is pretty interesting. You can play chess with the AI in chess notation and it'll generate an image of a chessboard with the moves each time you play. There's a writing editor, a coding partner, which seems a little bit out of date now that there's Claude, OpenCode, and all of the other IDEs that code for you essentially. But to create one, we'll just click on New Gem here. And my particular use case is going to be creating YouTube or generating ideas for YouTube videos, right? So we'll call this YouTube. I guess I want to capitalize this and spell this right. YouTube idea generator. And there's probably a gem defined for this already. This is just an example. Some other random use cases, like maybe you're a teacher, you could use this to have a saved prompt for creating lesson plans, stuff like that. Or another tech example, if you have some kind of on-call process at work and you have to do a report every week with your team or hand it off to the next person, you could have a predefined prompt here where you just enter any incidents that occurred that week, any action items you need to take or the incoming person needs to take, and generate a report very easily without having to type in the same prompt every time, which is something I'm probably going to add to our on-call process tomorrow at work. Anyway, describe your gem, what it does. So this is just going to look at a YouTube channel. How do you, hold on, I got a channel? Channel. It is CEL, right? Is it two N's? Oh my gosh, I can code, but English is hard. And then I don't like the red underline, so we're just going to do YouTube here as well. You look at a YouTube channel, assess its content, and come up with ideas for new videos for that channel. Now, instructions. This is the actual prompt part. So this is the part where if you have to type out a huge paragraph every time you talk to the LLM to do something, you can just throw that in here and it will take this essentially as a system prompt and you won't have to enter that part anymore. You can just put in, like for mine, the goal is just to throw in a YouTube channel and then it will spit out some ideas that align with that YouTube's previous video production history. So you are going to get a YouTube channel link. You will assess that channel's video history and determine what the channel is about and what kind of videos they make. Then you will look at relevant competitors to that channel and come up with video ideas that the creator could implement. Why doesn't it offer to like put the correct YouTube thing when I right click on that? Anyway, that'll be our super simple prompt here. And then we are going to have that. If you want to add a default tool, like maybe, hey, this generates images, maybe it needs to do deep research, which could be a good use case for ours, create music, guided learning, etc. You can do that. And then if you need to add specific files from a knowledge base, you can do that. So this is probably a good use case for teachers. If you have a defined set of requirements or things you need to cover for this particular lesson, you could add that here. Or in my case, for the on-call process, we've got a basically a handoff document we fill out, and then we want to get a shift score of how well on-call went that week. I would just add that here. Or maybe you've got a small business and you want to have a gem that assists in creating quotes. You can add outlines and information about how you typically come up with quotes or like prices for things. We're not going to use that in this case. We're just going to throw in the YouTube link and hope that this can actually crawl the internet and find my YouTube channel. So self-taught dev, let's grab this. Home, we just want the home one here. We'll see how good this does. I haven't actually tested this out yet. So we will send this and see what we get. So based on the assessment of self.dev's YouTube channel, it's essentially a resource-driven hub for aspiring junior devs. Cool, I do tutorials too, as we're seeing here, but mix of, okay, cool, yeah, it calls it out. How-to tutorials, career advice, day in the life, blah, blah, blah. Fun stuff like that. Relevant competitors, super simple dev, Josh Fluke. Really interesting. I feel like he's in a different lane with all of the corporate critiques or whatever the kind of videos he does. He used to be in tech, but I don't feel like he's in that now. Still love that guy. The Odin Project community, yeah, I feel like those are pretty good comparisons for the most part, though. Targeted video ideas, the AI-assisted self-taught path, the trendsetter. The landscape has changed. 84% of devs are now using AI tools daily. Video idea. I used GPT to learn React in 30 days. Is it a trap? I don't know if I like that. That's a kind of an interesting title. What is the angle here? Address the hallucination problem. See how to use AI code to explain code without letting it rob you of the actual learning process. Okay, yeah, that's an actually really good thing. Because we've been using Claude a lot at work, and I've switched to a team where they use Angular and Go. I've never used Angular and Go before I was on this particular project, and I don't feel like if I had to start without an LLM, I don't think I could write Go right now, and I've been doing it for 4 months. I can read the code, because I mean, once you can read any code, you can pretty much read every code, or once you know one language, the reading part translates pretty well. It is kind of like I'm reading at like a 3rd grade level as opposed to like a full-on adult when I'm reading Go, but I feel like that's a valid point. I like that. Portfolio reality checks, high engagement. Why 90% of junior portfolios look the same and how to fix yours. That's really good. I like that. Could reference all the portfolios that I've received over the years from people and do a comparison of that and what you can do to help your portfolio stand up or stand out better. The anti-tutorial tutorial, interesting. But yeah, some of these are actually pretty good ideas. I like these. Cool, we're definitely gonna save that, because what I've done in the past is just come in, create a new chat, and then enter essentially a prompt. It's a little more detailed than that, but essentially a prompt like that, and then I will throw in a YouTube channel link and get it to do this same thing, but this saves it for me, so now all I have to do is come to my gym, paste in the link, and then I'm good to go with video ideas. Your YouTube idea generator has been created. Cool, start chat. And then if you want to share it, like maybe you're doing something like this for work, if there's a prompt or some use case for LLMs at work that everyone does, that everyone uses LLMs for, and you can kind of take the overall prompt they have to use, throw it in a gym, and share it with your coworkers. I feel like you'd probably get a lot of points for that. And then if you want to go back and find your gym, you can just go to gyms here, go down, and you can see my gyms, and you've got your gym here. You can edit it, share, options, a lot of fun stuff. But that is pretty much what gems are, essentially just repeatable prompts to save you time. Next time, we're going to go over gems made by labs. These are a lot more complex and can get a lot more interesting. These are essentially workflows that you can set up for your gems. But we're going to get into that next time. If you want to come hang out in the Discord, talk tech, ask questions, anything like that, look in the description below. I've got links to the Discord, the self-taught dev subreddit, all that fun stuff. If this helps you out, give me a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button so you can stay up to date with what I'm putting out. And I think that's about it. So I will catch you in the next one. Peace.